Essentials is back.
But Iron Fist is not. Iron Fist 2 has been canceled. I am the hijacker, and I wish I could hijack Netflix for what they have done. I'm displeased. I'm hoping my co-host here, Steve Horvath, is also equally displeased.
Well, I'm sort of displeased, but I think there might be a ray of light.
A ray of light.
I think so.
A ray of light in the Netflix universe or in Iron Fist?
Well, I think the theme of this week is sort of Elseworld crossing universes. So let's discuss that.
What a man. That's right. Elseworlds. We are going to be talking all about Elseworlds this week. So, but let's begin with Iron Fist because you have a theory. So let's go.
Okay. So if you look at say the 4 shows that have currently been on Netflix.
Well, 5.
5 really if you count Defenders. Which was
I was counting the Punisher, but
oh yeah, right.
So 6 if you count the Defenders.
Okay. And math's not my thing, but if you look at Iron Fist, it's got mysticism, it's got hidden cities.
Well, it should have had.
It should have had, but it could still. It's got the most sort of kind of visually appeasing superpower, I suppose, out of the lot, really. That kind of sounds like something that might be better suited to a certain Disney streaming service rather than a Netflix. I mean, if you put Iron Fist on Disney and you don't make it grim and gritty and then you make it more MCU friendly, that's going to work.
So, wait a minute. There was that rumor last week when they were talking about how, Jeff Lowe was talking about how, like, with the Defenders not working with because they had to put a hold on all of the main series. And so that it's not that they don't want the Defenders to happen because it'd be their own version of the Avengers, but they would just do a new team. So somebody put up a picture of the time when Doctor Strange led the Defenders, as he always did initially.
Yes.
But I mean, not talking about the recent time he did.
Yeah.
But who also was a member of that Defenders team but Iron Fist?
Yeah. Well, there's been many iterations of the Defenders. There's the original one, which was Doctor Strange, the Hulk,
Silver
Surfer, and Namor.
My favorite.
You went into the 70s with Doctor Strange leading the team. That also had characters like Wildcat,
Nighthawk.
Yeah.
No, not Wildcat.
No, Hellcat.
Correction.
Sorry, no correction. Who's also been on Jessica Jones.
And she will more than likely, hopefully, be Hellcat in season 3.
No.
Well, we had the indication at the end of Jessica Jones.
Yeah, that's
we had the indication that she's got her powers now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but, you know, the thing about it is that they ended Iron Fist where they should have began, I thought.
Yeah.
With the twin guns of Hellfire, the awesome brand mystery. But last time we talked about the capital cities. The Pat been highly left out on that. Now fave Fat Cobra. And it was just kind of like, I understand that the show can be expensive if you're going to go to Mystical Realm, but it's the only show that was going to be Mystical Realm. So what the learning curve was is that don't ground Iron Fist. It's not a grounded character and everything like that, because he just is played as a joke when they are often saying, I'm at a dragon, you better dragon.
Yeah.
Getting about the dragon. You know what I mean? So don't even try, because they said the dragon was just too much expensive for them to do. But either way is that it was really horrible to hear because Iron Fist is my babe.
Yep.
Right. So it was really horrible to hear of the loss of Iron Fist. But I also think your idea about the MCU is a good one. But I also think that we are definitely going to get some form of Daughters of the Dragon.
Yeah, I think so. So that's
definitely they set up that Colleen and Missy will be on Luke Cage 3.
Yeah.
We're still waiting to hear about Luke Cage being picked up, but at least it hasn't been canceled. So when you're waiting to hear things, at least you know that that's a good thing that you don't get to cancel notice.
Unless
what?
Unless they're going to go with Power Man and Iron Fist.
Power Man and Iron Fist was Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, maybe.
I just would think that it's really messed up that they go, oh, Iron Fist is canceled. I think it's a plot. I think if they say to us, Iron Fist is canceled, they get people like me to go, no, wait a minute, season 2 is so great. How can you do that? Let's do all our letter writing campaign. And then Jeff goes to see, they want him back.
Yeah.
But we'll bring him back as Power Man and Iron Fist. That, and we haven't announced Luke Cage season 3.
Yeah.
So if they do cancel him,
Yeah.
like within a week or so, then they go, watch, they're gonna say Power Man and Iron Fist,
Yeah.
Power Man and Iron Fist. Well, why don't you just do it anyway?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think. You know what? I'm a little bit calmer now. I really feel that that's what they will do.
I think Jason's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
It's gonna be okay.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Dark
Because he's.
Thank you, Steve.
Dude, it's not gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I wasn't. So.
Anyway, right.
Anyway.
Okay. So, anyway, so what I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
Because that was quite an emotional moment.
No,
there. That's why
it did. I got over it quickly though. Just like my relationship. Why did I say that?
The end of Luke Cage series 2, right?
Yeah.
It ends with him owning the club. He
going dark, Luke.
Yeah, well, that's debatable, isn't it? I mean, he's the way he sees it. That's not where he's going to go. Everybody else around sees him. Yeah, he sees him like he's on the course. We could go that direction. But what if you bring in someone like Danny Rand, who is going to ground him the way, like in saying Doctor Who? The Doctor should not travel alone, because when the Doctor travels alone, he goes a little stir crazy, right? He starts thinking he can change time and everything's going to be okay. Why should these astronauts die on Mars or whatever? Yeah. So you bring Danny Rand in. He's the Zen guy. He's going to keep Luke Cage grounded, and that's how your partnership works, right?
Unfortunately, in the end, they set it up 3 months later, where he's now got the twin guns, and you got Colleen with the white iron fist and all that other kinds of. And I meant her fist is white. But think about it this way: what if, because Cheo's not running Luke Cage still, I think.
I don't think.
But what I was going to say was, way they ended Luke Cage. Like, I don't know if you remember this, man. Blaxploitation. Fred Williamson, Hell Up in Harlem.
Oh.
Black Caesar.
Yeah.
That is how I saw Luke Cage at the end of Luke Cage. Was he's dressed up in the suit, he's running the club, and they're gonna do Black Caesar, Hell Up in Harlem.
Well, I think.
Boom.
I think the way it ended for me, what I saw was the end of The Godfather. Do you remember?
Well, yeah, but that's what Black Caesar.
Yeah,
was.
of course, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It plays all those elements and all those different levels.
Yeah.
I would see them going that way, and then Misty and Colleen has to kind of like pull them back, and then the only person who can pull them back will be Danny Rand.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, right? They know that this is a crossover universe or a shared universe, where it's like I just can't understand why they don't have their characters. I know they shoot someone at the same time.
Yeah.
But why they don't do much more of that? Cross connecting and stuff. But now that they don't have a show anymore, I think they'll just dump them all into Luke Cage. I think because there was a lot of rumors that it wasn't as great. It was better than season 1. I'm talking about Luke Cage. That it just kind of like still lived along. And I think that they got a potential here. Is that, hey, look, we got to bring Luke back. We got to calm down, like you just said. Focus his chi and all that. And bring him back.
It's kind of a long shot, but I remember the first appearance of Sabretooth was in
Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Snowblind.
Yeah.
Issue 15.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm never really good at numbers, but
I've just been
somebody will tell me I'm wrong, but it definitely was called Snowblind, and that was the first appearance of Sabretooth. Yes.
Outgeeked. What can I do?
Yeah, outgeeked. I never outgeeked.
I knew it was in Power Man and Iron Fist. Iron Fist. It was just Iron Fist on its own. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh man.
Was that just Claremont, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Chris Claremont, and it took place. I don't know if he was looking for Kalung or whatever or something like that, but it was definitely a snow mountain fight and everything. The Snowblind was definitely the cover issue and everything. Of course, the best one was when they went into the X-Men mansion.
Yeah.
And when the X-Men came back from CR with Logan had the Fang outfit.
Yeah.
Remember? And they didn't know who Iron Fist was.
Yeah.
He just did like eat the donut. But then it's like, oh, you don't attack me, right? First Wolverine versus Iron Fist. Awesome.
Hey, do you think that? I mean, thinking about that outfit, actually, this is going to go really geek.
Which one? The Fang outfit?
The Fang outfit, right? Yeah. Do you remember when Legion of Superheroes had that Timberwolf guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Timberwolf guy. One of my favorite characters when I was a kid, Brimondo.
Yeah.
And yes, he did have. It was because you know that the Imperial Guard was just Marvel's version of the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's definitely. Oh, how geeked are we, right? You know, essentials, one-two comics. You know, but yeah. He was based on Temple. Anyway, so you mentioned the Doctor, so I
yes.
mean, like let's go into the British universe.
Okay.
And everything.
Pour yourself a cup of tea and get yourself a cream cracker.
Cream crackers,
or scones, or scone.
Yes,
a scone.
So,
right, okay.
Great cliffhanger to the first pilot episode,
yeah.
And it paid off. Do you think it paid off?
I think it paid off really well. I think the Ghost Monument.
Oh my God! What an excellent title! You know, it's kind of like, what is the Ghost Monument? And if she doesn't know what it is, and it's the TARDIS. Excellent.
Yeah.
What? I mean, you know, that was great. You know, now, I mean, I gotta tell you, I have my thing about when you try to depict aliens, and we're used to how Doctor Who over like 60 years had rubber suits and everything.
Yeah.
The only problem I had with this was like the two aliens that picked them up out of the hyperspace.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, like so the guy, he had a cigar.
Yeah.
His jacket had a zipper on it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, where's the sports director in this place? You know what I mean? I can't understand this. Stop doing that. Stop going cheap. You know, but you know, it was really.
But the guy had an ancient spaceship. Right?
Well, yeah,
you couldn't afford decent clothing, so.
No, but I'm just saying, zippers. I mean, seriously, and it's so prominent that it got a zipper. But then I love it how, and you knew it was going to pay off. I love it how, oh, I got this. He didn't even call it a cigar or stogie, but it looks like one. Yeah, you knew that was going to pay off. But it was really nice. I like the little acetylene, you know, flame that.
The payoff of the cigar is obviously set up for the guy for later on, which is interesting because there's a lot of parallels, I think, so far between the 13th Doctor and the 10th Doctor. Okay, because we just mentioned earlier on about the fact that the
10th Doctor episode?
Tennant, right? Tennant was the 10th Doctor.
Oh, okay, Tennant.
Okay, so I mentioned earlier on that the Doctor should never travel alone. Or triumphant, right? Because he's got that kind of crazy side to him. He goes a bit loco in his own. So in this episode, we had Ryan. So basically, the setup for the episode was they're in space. They get picked up by a spaceship. No, two spaceships. They're separated.
They're separated. Yeah.
Classic Doctor Who: take the companions and Doctors, separate them, and have two parallel storylines going on at the same time, which obviously intersect and become the one storyline.
Yeah.
So, in this episode, we had Ryan and Graham, which they've obviously got this really sort of kind of strained relationship.
Yeah, because he's his grandfather-in-law.
Yes, right. And he's in a really sort of like an awkward place right now. He's dyspraxic. He's trying to deal with
dyspraxia. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and actually the way they've been dealing with that in the show so far is really accurate. I've actually been speaking to somebody who suffers from dyspraxia, and even if you listen to the actor's speech patterns in the show, the Ryan character, the way he talks is actually accurate to somebody who actually suffers from dyspraxia. Not just the fact that he trouble with hand-eye coordination. Yeah. So we got this. The characters have been split up, and what was really interesting was that with the Graham storyline, the Ryan storyline, that they're actually in a little way kind of more grounded than the Doctor and Yaz. I thought the fact that they were trying to. At the beginning, anyway, and then Ryan decides he wants to pick up a gun and play Call of Duty.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was pretty powerful. In a way.
But in a lot of ways, you can see that the Graham character is going to be kind of like the voice of reason, or at least a more logical anchor.
He's more, he's
group.
more grounded. I would say Ryan's more grounded.
Ryan not so much, but it's his. I mean, his journey might be the most interesting so far. The Yaz's character, people have been complaining a little bit.
I don't think they found her fit yet.
But it's only episode 2, so.
No, I'm just saying this because she starts out as a cop or a PC.
Yeah.
So she's a young cop because she's supposed to be someone around Ryan's age.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't understand how much time did you actually spend in this so-called academy. But I hope, and what I've seen is she brings the investigative element to it. You know, she's not curious like the doctor is. You know, she's more kind of like centered and, you know, on what to, you know, find answers and everything. But she doesn't act like a police officer.
No, she doesn't.
You know, I mean, just because she got her clothes, she should still, you know, want to follow some sense of rule of law and everything like that. So that's why I feel that she hasn't found her character.
Yeah, she hasn't stepped forward and sort of taken charge of the situation in the way you would imagine a police officer to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the way that she doesn't act kind of the way that you'd see her.
Yeah, let's stop, let's settle this, let's look around, let's understand.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But Graham is good because it's kind of like when he woke up first. You know, it's kind of like he was saying, I tried to tell her, you know, to go back to the others and all this other kind of stuff. And he's definitely like a Papa Bear,
yes,
you know, type of person. And I think that's what I like about these companions is that they are definitely 3 individuals. They are also definitely proactive. And that's why I said I would like to see Yaz doing more of an investigative police role.
Yeah.
You know, or a peacemaker even.
Yeah.
You know, but in that aspect is I think we are off to a very good start.
Yeah.
You know, with them and stuff like that, you know.
So I was mentioning about the fact that Tennant's doctor, he has that other side to him. He's obviously the very calm, I don't use guns.
The anger side.
And then he's got the anger side. Now, just to skip a bit further on the story, which reminded me a lot of, do you remember the first season of Star Trek Next Generation?
You mean with Q?
No.
Because that guy reminded me of Q.
Oh, there's a little bit of Q.
Yeah.
Also reminded me of the last story of old Doctor Who, which was called Survival, which I think was a little bit similar in some ways. This actually reminded me the most of Star Trek Next Generation, the Arsenal of Freedom, where they go to the planet, which has basically got killer robots on, and it's basically become a planet where war mechanisms have been built, and it's kind of a similar story.
Okay,
in some aspects.
Yeah.
Anyways, just to jump forward, there's obviously the moment with the I don't know how else you can describe them, living bandages.
Oh,
right. Do you know what I thought it was going to be? I thought this was going to be. I don't know if it didn't kind of come across to me, but I thought it was going to be that these were going to be like bandages that were developed originally to look after soldiers in war, like kind of like intelligent
soldiers.
Yeah, like intelligent bandages to find out where your wounds are, and then but because they've gone crazy on the planet, they've become evil. I thought that's the way that was going to go.
Yeah.
I'm thinking ahead of myself when I watch an episode. I'm always trying to kind of like stay ahead of the plot. But what was interesting, of course, was that at the end of the episode, living bandage creature, whatever it was, mentioned the idea of a timeless child.
Yes.
Now,
and then the doctor's like, wait a minute, hold on, get out of my head.
Now, did you notice something? It was all the way through the episode, as per usual, the doctor, don't use guns, I don't want to kill anything, let's be a pacifist. And then suddenly it went from being a pacifist to, hey Ryan, do you know about do you remember the gas?
Acetylene,
acetylene gas. Dig a hole because we're going to blow all these things up. That's what I'm talking about, right? With the Tennant can be...
Right. Like a temper tantrum.
Yeah, something about that set Dr. 13 off, and it was like, okay, so these aliens have got to go, which is not Doctor Who.
No, but
not the Doctor. Not usually what the Doctor would. I mean, but
it is like the reason why it's Doctor Who is that he doesn't, or she now doesn't want anybody to know his secrets.
Yeah,
like his secret origins. And I think what's really clever about this. I mean, because Chip knows who's behind all of this. Because Chip knows who's been involved since the beginning of the new round. Is that like, how can we do this differently? Not just because it's female doctor, but I mean, remember like when Moffat was in charge, he spent 5 years setting up a tapestry, and he had to hit like connect the dots.
Yeah.
Right. So now that that's done, he can go. But now they're like, okay, we did all of this, like even when the doctor went to Gallifrey and he spent like millions of years trying to get out of that cave.
Oh, that's just punching that
exactly. What the hell? But now this timeless child idea, I think, is fascinating because maybe he wasn't just a Gallifreyan thief who stole a TARDIS. Maybe there was more to it than that. I mean, we've seen him and the Master as boys. So maybe this was something that was always in him. This time traveling element of being immortal, or whatever. I don't know. But, I just think it's a curious thing that's set up. But the other thing I just want to get to before we move on is that the whole Ryan and the gun scenario, which I thought was really kind of interesting, not because he's black, but I thought it was an interesting kind of like little testament because I don't know where they were from. I think if they were from Brixton or whatever, something like that. But the choice that he made in that moment to pick up the gun, Sheffield, the choice that he made to pick up the gun and say, "Oh, I got a gun now," and the doctor said, "No, I don't do guns." But then he was like, "Oh, you don't tell me what to do," and it was kind of like, "Oh, wait a minute, man! Don't just give a black kid a gun, man. What are you trying to say here?" And then he goes out and uses it. Now, on the one hand, is because like you just said about this dysphasia stuff. On the one hand, is he could be like looking at it from the aspect of I play video games because the way they shot that scene was it's a kid playing video games. But it also kind of was like, here's a young black man with a gun going out shooting people. You know what I mean? And then once he's out of bullets, then it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Run away. I thought there was a little bit of a irresponsibility shift in there. You know what I mean? Because, and I don't know what they were trying to say in that element because that's how I look at it. My first choice as a young black man is give me a gun and I'll go out and shoot people. You know what I mean? Which he did, and they were robots. As well, at least they were robots. But it was just that kind of thing of, I'm not listening to you, I got a gun. I mean, you see where I'm coming from? I mean, it's one of those moral dilemmas where you have to think about the responsibility of your images and what they look like to people.
I can't argue with that, actually, when you think about the imagery. It's a little bit, I mean, if you look at the actual men in the episode, it's only really Graham that's got sort of like a level head all the way through.
And that's interesting because it's like they needed his character to be level-headed because they had a female. I mean, she's not scatterbrained.
No.
You know what I mean? As a doctor, I'm just saying. I mean, that situation you just said that. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, sorry. No. So what I was going to say is, it may be a little bit of a comment on the way that men and women would deal in that situation rather than it being to do with ethnicity. But I definitely see where you're coming from because the imagery is there and you put it on the screen and maybe these would have thought about that a little bit more. Can't argue.
You know what I'm talking about? That shot where he runs down and he did.
I never.
You know what I mean?
I just
like kids playing cowboys and Indians and stuff like that. Where like Berserker to me, that's the old video game that it looked like.
See, to me, it's interesting you brought up because I never thought of it that way.
It's worldview though.
Yeah, exactly. I just thought it was just going to be this. It's kind of like what a boy would do, right? Typical boy would play his card or whatever. Grabs a gun. And the robots look like they're out of like a game like Destiny or something. I think I mentioned.
You did.
But looking at. Taking that step back and looking at the way you've mentioned it, these really could have thought about that a little bit more.
But still a great episode.
Oh, no, it was a great episode. One more thing I wanted to mention about it before we move on. That timeless child thing, okay?
Yeah.
So, with the end of Matt Smith's run, he's got no more regenerations, right?
Right. He also lived millions of years too.
Yeah, he's old, he's got no regenerations, this is it. And we've got Clara saying you can't let him die, and then the sky opens, and Gallifrey installs another, how many we don't know, regenerations. Now, here's the thing, right? What if, okay, so we've got one regeneration, right, which is like a sort of like the factory reset, which is sort of like an older doctor, kind of typical doctor. And then one after that, for the first time, we've got a female doctor. Now, timeless child, what does that mean? Right? What if, I'm just saying, maybe the doctor could get pregnant? What if this is some sort of way of reinstating the Time Lords back into the universe? Because obviously they're in this pocket universe.
Back, though.
Well, they're in a sort of like a pocket universe, aren't
they?
They're sort of separated from the pocket universe, and maybe
I just hope they do not do that, because that would be so detrimental to the whole idea of the female doctor, and just saying, look, as a woman, get her pregnant. That is stupid. Please don't do that. Don't do it. Make him wrong.
But if this could be, because we know that the Gallifreyans are not to be trusted.
Yeah.
Because they have been to the Doctor the bad guys.
Yeah.
So what if that was, say, the plan, and then obviously the Doctor's got other ideas, and this could be a commentary on something to do with the old view of women in society, and obviously that could be to do like Gallifreyans. I mean, it could be. I know it's a bit risky, but
yes. Please don't. That's what I'll just say. Just don't let it be true.
We've got great shows like Handmaid's Tale that sort of dealing with those issues.
I know, but I'm just trying to say is this is too important of a transition to rely on pregnancy as a plot point. That's what I'm just trying to say is because we saw, and not say because we gotta move on, but then like when Capaldi's doctor met the Time Lord who was a woman that one
yes.
So we saw that it's not just him, that they have that ability to change genders as well as race. With the black woman and the white man and everything like that, is that that shows that now this is a really interesting society of people that they can love and everyone because they can be anyone. Yeah. There's no separation to what type of person they could be, gender or race. But just to say, okay, now true enough, as a female, hey, I can reproduce. I get that bit, but not for the sake that you're saying is like, oh yeah, all right, now that I'm a female, I can have a child and stuff, and somehow create,
Well, the doctor's already had a family.
Well, no, exactly.
We don't know. I mean, we do.
You're talking about when he was with,
it would be
River Song.
Yeah,
he spent ages with her too. So.
Well, no, before that there was
the doctor's daughter that was played by Peter Davis's real daughter.
Yeah, actually, I think it was during that episode. Donna asks David Tennant's Dr. Tennant. I think there's a conversation anyway about having a family, and he said he had a family, and I think he lost them during the Time War. So obviously the Daleks probably off them. Which would definitely send them over the edge.
No.
That's family. So that could also be. I mean, maybe it's not the machinations of Gallifrey or of Dorf. They could play it that way. I don't think that, as you said, I don't think it's definitely loaded.
It's loaded. Yeah. So anyway, let's get to our main story, which is Elseworlds.
Oh yeah.
So as you know that we talk about like the TV universe, especially coming out of the CW in America, and so now we've got more pilots, more premieres this week, which is like with Arrow and Supergirl and everything. So before we get to the Elseworlds concept for the crossover, Supergirl.
Yeah.
My God.
There's
so much. Wait. So there's so much hate on Supergirl, and I don't know why, because I love this show. I was kind of confused watching it a little bit because I was like, wait a minute, you ended on Red Daughter, the female version of Red Sun.
Yeah.
is she Red Daughter? What's happening? So when we were seeing her montage,
Yeah.
right, it was kind of like what's going on? Is that Supergirl? Is it the other one?
Yeah.
And everything, and then it is her, and it was just kind of thing. But they also promoted a lot about the new cast member. Being a transsexual woman, want to be a transsexual superhero. And but then I just read that her powers is going to be empathy. Like she's an empath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is kind of strange for, a choice. But then I also read that because we already had the Legion and Brainy still here, that she could be the actual ancestor of Dream Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So what do you think about all of that? Because she married with Dream Girl was Nora Nal or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
of Norther.
I think what we're going to head towards eventually is some sort of Legion of Superheroes TV show.
I want to so bad.
Yeah, I think this is setting the groundwork for that.
Hopefully.
Red Daughter could be. I mean, there's different ways they could play this right now.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like there was too many plot threads this week, but it did feel like there was quite a few that was actually later. Obviously, we got Mercy Graves and Otis turning up. We got the whole idea of getting the EMP. Another episode. It's crazy, isn't it? Like this crossover was like we've had in Doctor Who, we've had the use of the EMP to take out robots, and then this week we had a sort of like an EMP to take out.
Easy plot device.
Fall
down all at once.
EMPs this week have been really popular.
Yeah.
So we had the EMP to take out the president's whatever it is.
And now the president's identity has been revealed.
Yeah.
It was played by the lovely Linda Carter, the original Wonder Woman, who was still
yeah.
timelessly beautiful.
She is. No, anyway. Just thinking about her spinning around. Spinning around.
That's a good piece. Go ahead.
Yeah. So she obviously had this sort of like a chameleon device thing that she was keeping her alien.
Well, the image producer.
And introduce it. There you go. Thank you very much. Talking about blanked on the name of it. So this episode's really interesting.
Yes.
Because it's dealing with really serious issues now. Now, again, all these episodes are kind of like flowing into one really, because we were just discussing about how it was a little bit irresponsible for them to have Ryan on Doctor Who firing the gun around and what that image could be. And then we've got Supergirl, them handling it a lot better, I think, in the fact that they're obviously dealing directly, sort of directly, with the idea of racism. And you've got John and Supergirl Carl discussing head on the idea of fitting into society and what you have to do to fit into society. And is that right? Why should we have to hide ourselves? Why should we,
with their support group and stuff. Why should we be ashamed of who we are?
And sometimes and basically Supergirl got confronted by, it's easy for you. All you've got to do is
you look like everybody.
You look like all these humans. Some of us don't look like humans.
And
there's this. I think I was watching a video online. One of the commentators mentioned the idea of passing. Like she's passing. Ooh. And I was like, whoa! I was like, wow.
Wow.
If that
is wow.
Yeah.
But she is.
Yeah.
I said woo because she is, and that was really, now that scene with her and John really hits me even more and stuff, because it took her, she had to be confronted by the reality.
Yeah.
Like when she went into that empty warehouse, that Brady said, another empty warehouse, right? With full of computers. She had to be confronted by voices of regular people, moms, dads, and everything, all with their hidden racism. I freaking love this. I don't know why people complain about the show, because they really more than Black Lightning is tackling racism head on. Because these people were real people.
Yeah.
But they were real people who were able to privately on the dark web have problems with people who they didn't like, who weren't like them, and stuff like that. And that really blew her mind. And it blew, mine and hopefully yours and stuff. They're really confronting they keeping that trend that they started last season,
Yeah.
and they keeping it going, which is what I like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're not burying the lead and stuff in that. You know, they're still making a commentary on racism and prejudice and stuff. And you don't have to be like a hate bomber, even though they did have a hate bomber. Somebody throw them out the cocktail.
Well, literally, I mean, an EMP could be seen that way. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when the guy like actually slowly cut off the dude's his arms. Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah,
that was like, why are we getting so deep? But it's true.
Yeah.
Because I just watched Django Unchained over the weekend, right? And that was like, when you literally are neutering someone and enjoying it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what those tusks represent. They are a part of his body.
Yeah.
And you literally show him slowly cutting them off. That's brutal. That's why you should hate on the show, because it's too real. You shouldn't hate on the show because it's like, I'm not interested. She's not flying enough. You know what I mean?
Although you got to say, right, the effects at the beginning of the episode where she's basically going around the world saving people.
Yeah.
Were really good.
No, they were, and because actually, because it had a late production start because she was doing a play in New York.
Yeah.
So I was curious as to like how much she was actually going to be in the episode, and I was pleasantly surprised that she was throughout the episode. Mm-hmm. But I thought a lot of those scenes were a double.
Yeah.
A lot of those scenes was more than likely a double of her doing all those action sequences and stuff like that. But it still paid off nicely.
Yeah.
And then so before we move over, it's like, what did you think of Agent Liberty?
Okay, so
played by Sam Witwer.
Well, it's
he
interesting.
Didn't look like comic, did he? What's up with the fucking? Excuse me. What's up with the metal mask? Hey, we're on YouTube.
Hey, kind of looked a little bit more like Destro than I imagined.
Deathstroke.
Destro.
Oh, Destro. Yeah. From Cobra Command or something like that.
Even Destro from G.I. Joe.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because obviously Agent Liberty in the comic books was more of a heroic character, and I seem to remember. And there was the, I mean, it's interesting because you could see that in the comic books he could go evil. Obviously, he had the whole thing. He was joining the Sons of Liberty and all this kind of stuff. That could be seen as being sort of a very reactionary and very radical.
I mean, I know when I read about him being on it, I didn't think he was going to play the big bad, or anything like that. So, but I mean, I guess it's an interesting choice.
Yeah,
I mean, the same thing with
those blades are pretty lethal.
And he killed that woman.
Yeah, that was cool.
There's a lot of murder on Supergirl.
Yeah. Here's what I think, right? Like a lot of people were sort of hating on Supergirl when it started, was that when it first began, right, the big thing about Supergirl wasn't who was casting Supergirl, the fact that we were doing Supergirl. Big thing about Supergirl was Calista Flockhart coming back to television. Yeah. And they made a big deal about her.
She was fantastic.
She was great.
She was fantastic.
But the show's got to a really interesting point now where it's sort of moved away from that. It's now it's more, because it's more entrenched in CW. The CW writers are obviously taking all this.
I still would love her to at least make like one appearance this season or something like that. Though.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I mean, they still name drop her and everything like that, but I mean, she was a fantastic element.
But people thought when she was announced for the show that it was going to be more like a Lois and Clark kind of.
Yeah, Lois and Clark meet Ally McBeal.
Yeah, they thought it was going to be fluffy and it was going to be light and not very serious, right? So now we're in this very different place now in the season.
It's very dark, and I don't think people give it that much attention. I mean, they keep things good. It's very dark. I can see that. So quickly moving on. Yep. So Arrow.
Yes.
Supermax. Arrow Supermax.
Okay, now it's interesting that you mentioned Supermax because those that know screenplays for the last few years.
Obviously, you knew because he wrote that comic.
Well, I did.
She was like, moving on.
There was about 10 years ago. There was a screenplay called Supermax.
I know. I guess that's
well, for the audience.
Okay, for the audience.
For the audience, Supermax actually had Green Arrow in it. Yeah, he gets sent to prison. Has to find. He's surrounded by his own villains. Has to fight his own villains.
Bronze Tiger was the excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Cody Rhodes is back. Cody
I don't care about
Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody
I
Rhodes,
think they
Bullet
have a
Club.
relationship. I don't know.
Bullet Club,
And Billy
Bullet Club.
Jones as Brickwell.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think we're gonna get more though.
Yeah. But this is interesting because now, speaking of Doctor Who and time travel, we sort of got a little bit of a time travel in this episode, haven't we?
Well, yeah, but
And
it's
it all
not about
right.
Doctor Who. You gotta say, speaking of Arrow, where it began for the first 5 seasons with these flashbacks,
Yep.
we now finally got a flash forward, and we get to see William as an adult.
But we've also got in the present day.
Mm.
So the setup is obviously last season, Oliver sacrificed himself so that everyone, his friends, could be free.
Right. And they
Mr.
don't want
Smoke.
freedom. They want to be heroes.
Well, some of them want to be heroes. Some of them are trying their best to settle down. Felicity Smoke is in witness protection as a barista.
She's hot and pink.
The pink hair and the nose ring. I don't know. I love it. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's cool. she's a lovely lady. Anyway, so this week, right? Remember we were talking
what about the fight?
Well, I was going to say.
Okay.
Remember last week we were talking about Black Lightning and how amazing the fight sequence was on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're doing at CW. They've got a new crew in for doing the fight sequences, or they've just decided to just up their game. But again, amazing fight sequences this week.
Yeah.
And the power
and major job she did because she had to do some of those stunt falls, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so.
it was full on.
Yeah.
For it. I mean, she did an amazing job.
Yeah.
So we've obviously got that situation. We've got now. What do you think about the new role for Siren? Okay. Now, do you think this is a bit of a joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because one, you have 2 black canaries.
Yeah.
Call a siren all you want to, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You have 2 black canaries. You have her read a couple of books last season, and now she's the freaking DA. You know,
Books can have a positive effect on people. I mean,
read people, read more. But like the deal is that we don't know what's happening with her just yet. We just know that she's in it.
Yes.
And she's following in her dad's footsteps and everything. But when Dinah talks about her, there should have been a little bit more bristle. She did kill your boyfriend right in front of you, you know, but she's accepting a little too easily, you know. I don't like Dicku's DEO outfit. And, you know, hey, Mystery Archer was really, really cool. Great stunts, like you just said, people up in their game and stuff. What about Oliver's naked fight in prison? Now there's a man with confidence.
Oh, right. I mean, did you notice the name of his new friend?
No, the young kid.
In prison you got the
the young kid.
Is he?
The young kid wants out.
Oh yeah, is it young? Is he? I didn't think he was that young.
Okay, well, he usually paints kids in movies, but
anyway, okay.
So the guy.
So because the guy's name is Stan Lee. Okay. Stan Lee.
No, I did not notice that.
Stan.
No, not that. Stop yourself.
Dieta.
Nah, I don't think so.
What a leap! What a leap off the bridge! Writers and your zingers.
What a leap off the bridge! Actually, in my skepticism, I was thinking that kid was a plant. I was thinking that they were using that kid because they knew that as the Arrow, he would want to help him. Yeah. And everything, and then they said, "Oh, okay, then we just got to beat this kid to a pulp." You know what I mean? But I thought he was a plant. You know, to try to force out of his hand. Because then in the end,
it might still be.
Oh no! But this is what I mean. Because and oh man, when he did that beat down in the yard.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's just like even though he swung that weight a little bit too easy. We know it's styrofoam, Oliver. We know it's styrofoam, but still shit. But I mean, like naked fighting in the showers.
Good use of the book, Count of Monte Cristo, by the way.
A little bit of a big, you know. Like,
again, a little bit too in my face. But I thought it was cool.
You know, how come you keep avoiding fighting in the shower?
Yeah.
we didn't even see butt. You know, I'm just trying to say it's just that your worst nightmare to go to prison is that somebody coming at you in the shower. You know what I mean? And then but Oliver was like, I don't care. Swing! I don't care. So I was like, oh man, you know, and I like that he he gets beaten up. You just paint his face a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I do like the reality of it.
Well, what was really cool was that obviously the parallels between that fight and Felicity's fight with Diaz.
Oh yeah, and that was heartbreaking. I started crying when she came into prison.
See, that was kind of like
men cry in the dark. Anyway, they do. Stop you laughing. We won.
that was a really nice.
Yeah, that was no. That was,
I didn't think of Midnight Express at all when I was watching that scene.
Okay, I didn't go there. So I did not go there. So anyway. Awesome.
But it was a great
start.
It was a great scene.
Awesome start.
And a great acting.
So now, all right. So the other two that are on that you didn't see was Flash and Black Lightning and stuff like that. So Flash up the game because they're like moving really fast on this train where they're not making you wait like 6 episodes. I actually heard yesterday that they aren't doing a full story arc season.
Oh really?
So I heard that they're doing a 3-arc season.
Oh, okay.
Right, which is fantastic. So this Cicada guy might only last 6.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And everything, and then probably they'll bring in, Philip Roth's dad to be an arc and all that. But anyway, the Cicada guy, he leeches powers, and everything, and he's like a blue collar guy and stuff. But they jumped in right where Barry and Nora tells the whole family the truth.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great.
Okay.
So they don't keep you hanging on it, and everything so they know why she's here and why she wants to be with her daddy and why she don't want to leave his side.
Yeah.
She also ends up becoming his a free intern at the CSI, which was kind of cool. And then he brought in this new villain, this female villain, who could create these solid air molecules blocks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so, I heard that it's not from the comics or anything like that, but, so that was good. Ralph finally gets into the costume, but he doesn't stretch. Because, skaters leeches their power, so Ralph can't stretch. They're really saving that money.
It's a help out to our TV budget.
Yeah, but it was fantastic last year and stuff, and he's still good, So there's there was a lot of good emotional growth again, But I just wish they would overcome this need for Iris and Nora to be separated. Yeah. Because I can understand you feel your mom, but you don't. Yeah. This is your mom before she's depressed. Yes. And actually I would think that you should take an opportunity. What kid wouldn't want to take the opportunity? Look, I don't think Iris was beating her kid or something like that. Yeah. I think she was just depressed and morbid or something like that. But this is a different Iris, so you should take that opportunity too. Now that you know that you're here to stay. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, so no, it was all good. A great emotional piece. Only problem I have with this episode is Cisco's acting in this episode was really terrible, and I don't know who's blamed for that.
Do you think they're giving him enough to do, or is
he's on this thing where he's depressed about Gypsy, so Brown's got like the Book of Ralph. I know about depression. I so many women, so many times. So this is what you got to do, to get through it. And they give him a makeover and stuff. But what I'm just trying to say is it's just that the way he's talking, and he might be thinking that it's a choice. Like, this is my depressed voice, and I'm talking like this. It's like, it's a bad choice. And that's what directors should do. They should say, you know what, that's not working for me.
It's awkward, isn't it, when you got a situation where obviously they're trying to add new layers to the character.
And what?
New layers.
To
what the character and give the character a bit more sort of like.
It is too many characters they got in there. Yeah. Because Cecile's lost her telepathic link to the daughter. Yeah. But the last thing I'll say on this is that Joe, freaking great actor. Yeah. Right? And they have benched him. He's always just sitting in the dark on the couch somewhere. Sometimes with the hat, sometimes without. And I can't understand the hat thing. Now you might understand the hat thing.
I like the hat.
I see why you understand the hat thing.
I don't know.
I don't understand it because at first I thought it was an acting thing. that he might be like, wearing the wig or have something for another
Uh,
role.
yeah.
But no, it's I don't understand that thing. Anyway, he's always sitting in somewhere. It's like he's a freaking cop. So obviously, what I think they're doing is they're trying to say that he's on paternity leave, maybe. Where she should be on maternity leave because she's actually a business professional as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, now that they're doing the CSI thing, he's not on the case anymore. He's just always in the house. So somebody always has to come up to Joe, and he's always just in there. Oh yeah, what's up? Let me give you some sage advice. And he gives Barry, because Barry goes, hey, yeah, I gotta really talk to you, man. My daughter, she just won't leave me alone. I don't know why. And then, dude, do you remember the time? I'm like, what's going on?
Do you know what the scene?
Why are you bending his head? Why is he not doing anything?
Do you know what this show needs? More King Shark.
King Shark's coming. I heard King Shark. Not only is King Shark coming, but King Shark versus Grodd is coming.
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear that seriously?
No, I did not hear this. No.
I think it's episode after the crossover. So anyway, we're going along, so we have to hit the crossover. I mean, Black Lightning, beautiful as ever, great show. They introduced this girl with wind powers, like Wind Dancer from X-Men Academy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You picked up on that.
Of course, because I'm geek.
Well, you just
started backing apart, and then
go on, say it again. What was the first appearance of Sabretooth? Go on. What was the number again?
15. I'm just 15.
Okay. I'll forget that one.
Yeah, you might have to. But then they had this kid, EC, who looks like Static Shock.
Yeah.
Right? But it turns out that his powers is that he makes people tell the truth. But what's interesting is you can see like his veins below.
Oh yeah.
So when he makes eye contact with you, you have to tell him the truth kind of thing.
Okay.
But he refuses to go to the pod, so he'll be back. But when Dancer won't. But
Static Shock was it? I mean, I looked up.
Well, supposedly last season, the rumor was he's coming.
Yeah.
Because he'll be one of the pod people, but it won't be this kid who looks like him.
Milestone was a great line of comic books. Icon and Static Shock. What was the other one? There was one more.
Icon, Static Shock, Rocket, Fade. Brick House, all these kinds of people.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? So like the thing about it is the rumor of the crossover. Did you say you had some? What I was gonna say is that so pictures have been released with Tyler Hoechlin as Superman in the black suit.
Yeah.
And so one of my favorite commentators or whatever you want to call him, Grace Randolph, I disagree with her a lot, but I like her. I can't help it. She was saying that people have gotten it wrong. That's not the Resurrection black suit. That's a different black suit, meaning that obviously there's some kind of crossover happening, like crossover wars happening, but it's not the death of Superman that people have been shouting on the internet.
Well, here's the thing about that, right? Okay. Because they had the black suit made for Justice League. Yeah. They didn't go with it. Look, the idea of the black suit can be interpreted, right, by different costume designers. Yeah. Remember in the really bad, that wasn't great, Spider-Man 3, they wanted to do Venom, and then they did the black suit. Now they did the black suit, but didn't do the black suit. They didn't
with the white spider.
Yeah, with the white spider. They basically just took Spider-Man's original suit, made it black.
Yeah.
Right? So you can take the idea of the black suit Superman and interpret it in different ways. Yeah, if you want. Because so we all know that in Death of Superman and when he's in Resurrection, he came back with the black suit and it just had no cape and these sort of like Wonder Woman gauntlets and stuff, right? Well, maybe they just don't want to do that.
No.
Maybe they just want to interpret the suit in a different way, and they are going to do it, but they're just going to do it slightly differently.
But the thing about it is that so this is what I read, whatever it said. So you got Superman, you got Batwoman.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be cool.
Do you get the death of Batman as opposed to the death of Superman? Do you get that? Yeah. Right? And then you also have these different clothing designs that Barry and Oliver running around in.
Oh yeah.
So like with the poster, they are actually switched.
Yep.
So Oliver Queen is the Flash, and Barry Allen is the Green Arrow, which looks awesome. And they say that's why that they got rid of his chin guard. Chin guard was because they knew they were going to do the beard thing.
Yeah.
So that's why they needed the open beard. Stupid costume, crazy. But they also showed that they're like playing different characters, like the Trigger Twins rumor.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And so he's like, well, what is up with all these multiple Earths? So then I got to tell you who the secret villain is. Remember I told you I was going to tell you?
Go on.
All right, look on his reaction. The Monitor.
Oops.
Not the Anti-Monitor. The Monitor.
That's a big time villain. That's a big time villain. That's a big time change for the character.
It's also the harbinger. The harbinger of Crisis on Infinite Earths. Which leads us to the disappearance of Barry Allen.
Yep.
And what they revealed in the first episode, and they revealed it again in this episode, that he doesn't come back. Right? So that was the whole big thing, was that now Team Flash knows that Barry disappears, he doesn't come back. Her mission, Nora's mission, is to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So now Iris stands up and says, who cares? We're going to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so now we know what their mission is to stop whatever. But, you know, the Monitor, man, what do you think? Tell everybody what the Monitor is, you know?
Oh, well, Monitor is a big time character in the DC universe.
That's right.
Anti-Monitor is usually the villain.
Mm-hmm.
He's sort of kind of like the counterpart. I always think of people like Galactus. In a lot of ways.
Yep.
To have that character in something like Flash, that's going to be in the crossover.
Well, it's just a crossover, not Flash.
Yeah, it's a crossover. That's gonna be. You're gonna have to spend some money on the realization of that, because the size of the character, the power set is.
So see,
basically you're talking about a cosmic level character. This guy could give a Thanos a run for his money.
But this is the thing. I think the reason why they show all these different versions of Barry and Oliver in these set pictures is because, like in that big scene where the Monitor and the Harbinger are watching the coming of the red skies.
Yeah.
Right? Watching the coming of the red skies, is that they are actually looking into these worlds where these characters are different.
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be like scene after scene of different characters.
Yeah.
It could be one of those like montages.
Yeah.
Kind of thing where it's like, which one works, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So hopefully it might be something like that.
Or here's an idea. So we've got Barry Allen as a Green Arrow. You've got Oliver Queen as a Flash. What if we're talking about it is a kind of a Spider-Geddon collection? Let's collect all the Flashes from all the universes, all the Green Arrows from all the universes.
I hope they don't do that. I think.
Is that what we're gonna go?
Oh, they could, but I think that's more expensive to try and multiply, you know, your Barry and your Olivers. I think
you wouldn't have to get so many different actors.
No. Just different costumes. But I think that it could be more of like we have to search for whatever device was going to be our MacGuffin for the story. And we have to search in these different universes, you know, for that.
Do you know what I'd love? If it was a mother box. Let's just bring forth Will.
Now that's why he's a writer. That would be awesome, because a lot of people are looking at this as a redemption of Justice League.
Yeah.
You know, they're saying, look, we're doing Justice League.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's why we're seeing, you know, Superman with Batwoman and all of this.
But there was a rumor just a little while ago that they were going to develop a fourth World movie.
Well, no, they are. I mean, Ava DuVernay is still working on the new gods. Yeah.
Well, if you want to introduce those characters in that universe to your potential audience, wouldn't it be cool to do it through CW first?
No, because that's the problem is that when you're like say you're introduced to the Flash, then you get all this hullabaloo about Ezra Miller being the Flash in the so-called movie universe.
Yeah.
So New Gods is still the movie universe. So you don't want to keep being making doubles. Like I didn't see the video, but somebody was saying, "Oh man, we lost more characters to the DC off of Arrowverse to the DC universe because there was a mention of Green Lantern." So it's kind of like, do we not have Green Lantern in the Arrowverse because they're working on that Buddy Cop movie, and everything like that. So where we've already been introduced to the idea of Hal Jordan. Mm-hmm. I mean, I gotta say, it's like, since you're not watching The Flash, like they did a clever thing.
I will get to it.
No, they did a clever thing with Ralph saying about how he was when he discovers that there are parallel universes. And he says like, well, there might be a parallel universe where I died in the particle accelerator, and you're like, you did. You know what? And we was always wanting you to like deal with that. Yeah. But because of Flashpoint, you didn't.
Well, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if you brought Deathstorm into
Deathstorm? What you talking about? The actor.
Well, we're just talking about like particle accelerators, Flash. Obviously, I'm thinking stuff like, is it Forever Evil?
Yeah, Forever Evil.
When we had Deathstorm, so we could have like a parallel universe of the evil version.
Evil Firestorm.
The evil Firestorm.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, right.
When he learns in the comic books, obviously you can control molecules. In the comic books, he learns the molecular construct of salt. And that doesn't go well for a lot of people.
Oh, right.
So,
too clever.
Yeah.
Too clever.
That might be a little.
That's what happens when.
But the idea of Deathstorm, the look at Deathstorm is very, very cool.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I think both of those actors wouldn't mind making a comeback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the old guy went to Broadway. Never heard of him doing any plays.
Yeah. But
Stein.
They could go down that route. But I think this week's crop of shows have been really good.
No. And next week we're gonna get Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Constantine.
Well, Constantine tomorrow. First, you've been thinking, right? Yeah.
Okay, even though he doesn't sound it, he is a scout superhero.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got somebody to inspire you.
Yeah. I do.
No. Exactly. I mean, anyway. So going along. So we're gonna end it there. It's like, again, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Like the deal is, man, there's so much to talk about, and I think what's interesting about this show is that we get below what you see. And we get, below the layers.
We're not just about kind of doing recaps and telling
people.
Exactly.
Anybody on AfterBuzz can do that.
If you watch the show, do you really want to just sit on YouTube and watch?
I'd rather
like a little bit more than that.
I'd rather like having discussions like this where you can look at the show for hopefully what it's supposed to be beyond just the suits and everything like that. And wait a minute. Last thing then I gotta say is like I haven't seen episode 2 of Teen Titans yet because we recorded before that. Mm-hmm. But the new conspiracy theory, right? Again, I love you, Grace. I always name you Grace. Is that they've heard you, right? DC Universe has heard you, and how you are hating on episode 1 of the costumes not being accurate to the comics. And now they released pictures of probably episode 4 where the costumes are accurate to the comics. As if you made a difference.
What, you didn't?
They shot the show over a year ago. You know what I mean? They shot the show over a year ago. I mean, they always was going to start out with one type of outfit and then go to the real thing.
Oh, you trying to tell me that they don't sit and watch YouTube, and when people give them feedback, they just change everything? Are you saying that doesn't happen?
They have secret footage. It's like the Nazis.
You blew my mind.
I know, exactly. But I mean, like, supposedly, and then although you see, like, so Starfire does get this, the purple spandex. Mm-hmm. She changes her hair color from whatever it is, pink to orange. Yeah. Comic book accurate.
No, it's just.
But you already had the green on.
No, it's just to do with the fact that the show begins with us having a kind of like a memory loss.
Yeah.
And
So
this-
now that she knows who she is, she can actually dress like who she's supposed to be.
So it's basically, so the whole thing was planned right at the beginning, and this is just an organic change for the character.
Exactly.
Wow.
And so Grace is upset because, again, I think the theme of the show is racism. So Grace is upset about the fact that Starfire was so good as being like a Foxy Brown, Shaft type of character, and now you're taking that away from her. You know, first everybody complains about her wearing the fur coat, and now I'm used to it, and now you got rid of it. Race card.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't even know what I should say. I don't know.
Your best bet is not to see a damn thing.
Yeah.
But goodbye.
Please like and subscribe to
the essentials.
to
Kind
the
of go online.
essentials. Yes.
At least I know what the show's called.
Oh yeah.
Peace.